last time. The coterie returned to the silver mine and managed to get everyone safe enough. The children became extremely endeared to Elena and her motherly aura, though she did give the oldest and only English speaker, River Rat, an unloaded revolver to help them feel safe. She also managed to set up a babysitter of sorts from one of the older workers, allowing the night to pass peacefully. Except for Rathiu showing up to mock Isaiah for not going to meet the mayor, pressing a bit about how dangerous that situation could be before giving up and fucking off. The next morning brought trouble seemingly, as more Chinese than expected had arrived at the mine and muttered something about a siege. Elena even got an apology, an assurance that Tori would never really hurt her children, and that threatening to do so was just empty words. She found it hard to get a read on the host, but asked her questions all the same, learning that she herself was most likely a Giovanni, one of the few clans not controlled by the larger order, whereas Yolanda was a Toreador. In the end, the mayor was thanked for their time and the meeting was ended. Its name. The fragility of their princes. Time was then spent reading, but not learning anything of particular value, whereas Isaiah spent his extra hours hunting, finally catching something bigger than a rat. He was back to eating goats. So, at last you made it through the month. It's Tuesday, March 1st, as you all rouse. And that's actually a good time to ask. What do you think torpor feels like for each of your characters? Because for most, it's a gradual shifting where your body becomes slow and sluggish, less responsive, less powerful, and the same happens to your mind until you just kind of collapse into a helpless, drooling blob.
I think for Elena, she would probably identify it as almost like having anemia.
Very medically.
Yeah.
For Yolanda, it would feel like the start of a hangover.
Unpleasant fuzz.
Isaiah, it starts with just a bit of drowsiness right before all of a sudden just like the rug's pulled out from under him.
Yes, I do think it's very anesthetic-like in that way. Like, it is, nights don't pass like sleep for humans. They pass in a blink or in a few moments. Suddenly you're back up, you rouse, and chances are you're hungry. What did y'all roll?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Back to hunger one. It's fun while it
Find some
lasts.
human meat. In any case, only Isaiah is at the mine. The other two are in town still.
Yes.
Yeah, we have a delivery we need to do.
You do have a fair bit of silver that you could bring to the refiner area, the copper mine in town, near town.
Is there a? I did meant to ask. Is there a smith?
Yes, there are definitely a number of smiths in Sonoma, with a population of however many hundred.
She didn't want to take a piece of silver ore with her and make a commission.
Yeah, you already got the ore. You want to commission that. I'd say that probably cost, working with it itself is pretty easy, but I think he'd still probably charge a full price, making his labor. He says he'll charge you $5.
That's a lot of money.
But, in a boom town.
You're asking to make it out of silver. Of course, they know they.
I wasn't going to say that part, but, yeah.
She'll put $45 for its.
Sorry, how much?
45 bullets for 10 bullets. She'll just put $45 for 10 bullets, I think. Yeah, for that much. Just 10 silver bullets, please.
10 silver bullets you are granted. And he says, I'll have them for you. Yeah, he scribbles something on a paper and stamps it.
All right, she'll.
Well, you figure that out. Elena, you probably roused first.
So
7 p.m., by which I mean.
After rousing, I had a whole thought process here. Okay, so Elena is get the kids' things ready because she wants to have them come out to and then that way they can be with the other kids. It's just kids their age and whatnot. So she's gonna.
Sure, you give them that spiel.
I don't know if we're gonna go tonight, but yeah, do that whole thing.
You brief them for that idea, and the kids are enthusiastic. Also, this town is very, very loud and noisy compared to the village you came.
Yeah, I figured as much. Give them a little more space, and then they can,
You pass that along to them. Isaiah, you doing anything?
Nothing beyond the normal. He's just gonna manage normal functions of them.
All right. In that case, Yolanda, as you are...
Yeah.
When you rouse, actually, just before you leave your little isolated office and step into the shared room that's, well, your room probably connects to the kitchen, which connects to the big bar right room. Kitchen's actually probably closed by 7 p.m. So as you're walking through the kitchen, took a long time to get there, but right before you step outside, you hear a familiar squeak. Ah, hey there. Hey, Yolanda.
Oh, it's you, Raphael.
Yes, yeah. Listen, so were I to hypothetically know that a vampire hunter was scouting your store in the near future, and I was willing to point him out to you, that'd be worth a little sip, yeah? He's at the door, and he just points at the.
But can I just cut it? Your bites.
Fine, fine. You
The
hand,
problem.
Oh, wait, you mean cut it yourself? Oh, fuck. No.
Fine. You can cut it. Just don't bite, please. It took me a while. All right.
Fine, if you insist. And one of his fingers grows into a massive claw, gnarly, jagged knife about the size of his hand, which he shoves into your ribs, and probably at least one organ in a horrifically painful motion, and you take an aggregate.
Ah,
He said, don't
well,
listen, the suffering savors it. You know, there's just no.
All right. So you said there's a hunter stalking you?
Yep, he's outside, that does.
She'll prepare her. She makes sure she has her and she'll activate and she will heighten her and will carefully try to exit out. Will exit out nonchalant, but keep
Right,
her
you
eye
walk out of the kitchen doorway, and there are 4 men at the bar, but yes, you immediately recognize the one wearing. Let's not dance around it. He's a Monopoly man looking, and he looks at you as you enter, says, "Oh, yes, here's the owner.
Yes.
Excellent, excellent." He puts his beer on the bar. "Yes, I'm just a man of means, Lord Vanderbright, looking to invest in the local area. Is your business looking to exchange a little equity for good cash, madam?" And he stands up as he.
Stay where you are, cause I don't know, but
Oh, of course, of course.
we can.
Yes. Listen. And he leans over a bit to whisper this. He's probably still heard by at least one bar patron. Great. Listen, actually, Miss Yolanda, between you and me, I'm actually a monster hunter here from an ancient order here in Sonoma. Your people are particularly vulnerable as minorities, especially if the vamp isn't one. You need to be very wary around here.
Been more heavy on the ale, cause I haven't seen anything out of the ordinary.
Yes, that's good, that's good. But at least one man was found by a local priest who have bite marks on his neck and an unaccounted for portion of time combined with the sickened health. It all
I see.
can never go more than a week without feeding. And if this one leaves mark, strike again soon enough.
So tell me, if you're a monster hunter, what's under the trench coat?
Ha 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 ha. Well, a gentleman never.
Let me
This
guess.
guy looks like he's like maybe 25, by the way, at the oldest. He's just talking.
Let me guess. If they're so-called out of character, what I know is vampire.
With an academics of 1, yeah, probably. You know the.
Oh, I don't have any academics.
You probably barely even know the word vampire then. Listen, I'm sure you're safe, and I'm sure you're doing your best to keep people safe, but here, I need to give you some advice. Fire. Fire is the only thing they reliably fear and run from.
Sure. Why don't you have another drink?
Yes, of course, that's kind of you, miss. But, I shouldn't drink any more alcohol. I'd really like to book a room, though. I will be in town sometime. Until, as long as it takes.
Just mind yourself, and don't treat the guests well, and please don't say the word vampire or try to freak out my customers. If you do,
Only clandestinely, I assure you. We must be kept as quiet as possible.
all right. And she'll give him a key. And how long will you be staying for?
Indefinitely.
Oh, you'll get your bill again.
$5 per night would be like $500 a night, which is pretty steep for this time period.
Oh, well, he just paid me.
Maybe a couple bucks a night. Yes, I have.
She'll just take the cash and put it in the deposit, and she'll call for
Smoking Fox.
smoking.
Yeah,
Huh?
Miss Yolanda. I did hear most of that.
Yeah, keep an eye on him.
I mean, I'll do my best. You want me to follow him if he leaves, or just, eavesdrop?
Just when you need to give him towels and stuff, make sure you eavesdrop. Try not to drink.
Right. Keep that in mind.
All right, I need to go talk to Eleanor and the and my boss. And Elena.
Exit out you do.
Yeah, she
You
goes.
go find Elena first, I assume.
Yeah, find Elena first, then go try to talk to the prince.
Oh,
Elena,
hello, Yolanda. How are
hello.
you this evening?
We
Everything okay?
we might have
What is this problem? Excuse me.
we she put your arm around your around your neck like a buddy, and would walk with you like a buddy.
Elena does her best to look as casual as possible.
You are mechanically and canonically very good at looking innocent.
And she says, whispering in your ear, "There's a hunter in staying at my boat.
Senorita, there's lots of hunters here. We get game and deer and all kinds of animals.
Hunter that hunts us.
There's hunters that hunt us? But
Rathu,
why?
Rathu
Why?
told me. Rathu told me that a hunter
The
was
rat
in
told you there's a hunter?
You can
Yes.
tell ya a whole lot more too, you know.
Oh God, where
Where
is he?
I don't know where the shit. Knowing, let's be real, yeah, probably there again.
Yeah.
Elena like covers her mouth so she does.
But
I'm saying this in a whisper just because I don't want to. What are you doing here, you little?
You might be desperate enough to ask some questions about things.
Out here, I don't believe is the right place for this.
Oh, relax. All the fucking people on the street see as you talking crazily.
but
Again, the not correct place to have this conversation.
Yeah.
whispering.
Go do that then. I'll be here, or, you know, anywhere else. And nothing's changed because you didn't actually see or feel him in any of that time.
He was
So-
motorboating.
Yolanda's going to take Alana to try to talk to the.
Elena, you going along, or?
Oh yes, I follow along. Sorry, just getting a drink of water.
And afterwards, we'll make the delivery because this.
Right, you go, and this time it's only like 9 p.m. when you bang on the doors at the late hours of the night, and you are let in pretty much immediately. However, you do not see Miss Tori or Mrs. Nuvon. You see her husband waiting for you in the parlor.
Apologies. Is your wife available?
Bridge, she's in San Francisco at the moment. I can back.
Yeah. Tell her an important guess is an important guess is in a dangerous hunter. A dangerous.
You remember I served you a severed arm at that party, right, Miss Yolanda?
Oh, okay. Well, tell her that a hunter is in the city and is staying at my establishment, the gentleman's.
Oh, goddamn, a hunter. Oh. So he's at your galley.
All right. I'll get on it.
I mean, look, if he finds nothing and just leaves town later, I mean, no one's gonna punish you for that either. Don't get yourself killed, and most importantly, don't let anyone see you doing, you know, inhuman things in broad daylight, or, you know, what I fucking mean.
I know. Don't worry. I have no intention of doing that. Or
It's late. I'm sleepy.
sure.
Are we done here?
Yes, I just wanted to tell you that, or pass the
Of
message.
course. I'll pass it along when she gets back.
All right, thank you. And we'll both leave, and let's go get the supplies.
See,
But like the mayor said, maybe play this right, and he finds nothing here, he'll be on his way. Plus, we'll need to
Yeah.
talk to Isaiah about this.
see, business as usual. Just no funny business in front of the hunter.
Yeah,
Agreed.
and don't worry, I have a home in the city that I can stay in.
Okay. Do you think he would follow us to the mine, or if he's?
No.
Did he say how long he was supposed to be here?
Indefinitely until he finds something or doesn't find anything. I can't remember.
Ah.
I mean, from
Okay.
what he said, he was going to be here until he found something, but who knows?
He said he was going to be here until he found something.
That's disconcerting, but okay.
But we need to tell Isaiah this.
See, let us make our way then. I
Yeah.
will get the children, and we shall go.
I will get the supplies.
Meet at the general store.
Yeah.
Or your place.
The general store. I'm going to head there right now.
All right, I'll see you then. And then I
Alright,
go and
see.
grab the kiddos, get them all packed up, and some stuff for them.
So you go to reunite at the general store where the caravan is waiting, as well as the extra wagons you'll need to carry so much silver down the mines, like, safely. Moreover, you also find Maria, I would say Yolanda, and who greets you with a little fear still, but mostly a good, friendly-seeming smile, says, Miss Yolanda, hey, so everything's ready here. One small issue.
What's that?
I don't think he has any reason to suspect Isaiah, so probably not you either, but some random rich guy with a top hat came in today. He said that he was a vampire hunter and he thought there was one in the city. He said Lord Vanderbruff or something like that.
Yeah, he's staying.
He said we were particularly vulnerable because, I was black. Said people like us might be targeted.
What a.
Oh, also he said it was a secret, but I don't know. He said it 5 seconds after he met me, so
Yeah, he's staying at my gala. We may have to take care of him, but I gotta talk to Isaiah about this.
yeah. No need to rush into things. Like I said, I don't think he suspects me or Isaiah, whatever that's worth.
All right, but let's.
Do you just between us? Do you really not know what happens to make you all like this? Isaiah says he doesn't know exactly, but
I don't know either.
let you get on your way. You'll figure it out. You should go back to bed.
Get some sleep.
And does Isaiah do anything in the following 5-ish hours? It's till about 2 a.m. We'll say 3 a.m.
Around rising, he'd go check on the mine, see if there's anything that's needed or if there are any incidents. Then he's going to go back to working on the book since he's not currently hungry.
Most of your jobs working in the mine, I imagine, is just you shouting what the people in Chinese are trying to tell the people in English, and that helps a lot when you can poke your head in every so often with. But yeah, it's operating and it's pulling up probably somewhere close to what the hell, roll finance intelligence.
Finance intelligence. Now you're speaking my language. 3 successes.
With 3 successes, you know that this mine is probably producing, at the rate Mr. Kang can sell it, $25,000 worth of silver a day. You currently have a stockpile of like 5 mine carts plus which they mined in the last day. So you currently have like 125 already thousand worth of silver already ready for sale. Or about $10 million in human money.
I think that's Isaiah as well. It's just eyes boggling. Yep, do what they're saying. Just do what they're saying.
And do as they do. They work in small teams. They use pry bar methods instead of just pickaxe work and other minor tricks that career professionals know. And they are pulling silver up by the cartful. And yeah, you only got 3 successes. But nothing else before 3 a.m. Just reading. Sorry, I was drawing a blank on what you said.
Gotta get
So
these notebooks.
And sadly, none of them are in Chinese, and only 4 more are in English. But with your 5 hours, you do manage to finish another one, which is just about some guy who lived with natives around the time Jonestown was founded. Doesn't say anything of particular value or use. It's just a whole bunch of... It's basically just a diary some guy kept because he thought people might be interested one day back home.
All right. Let's hope some of these help me get my rituals before long. I've got the XP banked at this point.
All right, but yeah, around 2 a.m. or whatever, you do get a forewarning that a wagon is approaching and hopefully has everything you need. So if you want to be up there when the gate opens, you do indeed see Elena and Yolanda, and of course the Spectre floating back in. But amongst all the other empty wagons, you do have enough space to transport all the silver down, should you choose.
Do we see Isaiah?
Yes.
Isaiah, we need to talk ASAP.
Of course.
See,
what is it?
Very important. Let's go somewhere quiet.
Yeah, and also here's the rifle you requested.
Ah, perfect. Where did that boy run off to?
Also 2 children who are quickly unloaded from the carts.
Yes, also the 2 children. I'd assume because it's like by the time we get there, it's like early in the morning, right?
3 a.m.
Yeah. I'm going to take the kids off the cart. Have the workers built like a camp, all the kids to sleep in, or I don't remember.
I imagine Isaiah forced one building to be the child's and their caretakers only. So yes, there are 2 buildings, fairly well-made cottages, and one of them is the kids.
Okay, well, I'll set up like a little cot and get them sort of set up there before returning to Isaiah and Yolanda.
So many kids here. Do we need a nursemaid or something?
It might be something worth it. I did talk to the doctor about potentially coming out here and offering services, but he said he'll think about it. I did also try to have ask about a barber as well to see if they could also come out, but I'm not sure.
I'm sure we can find someone. What is your emergency, Yolanda?
All right, I take it we're in private.
Yep.
All right, so there is a hunter staying at my lodge.
And not the deer and game hunter, but like a us hunter.
Yes, and he's
I
staying there
suppose
until he finds someone.
till
Until
he
he
finds someone.
finds something. So he's
Worse than that.
Oh yes, the rat has seen things and has only told us now.
You don't even know the worst that thing weirdo can do to you.
I assume he can kill us.
Well, anyone can fucking kill ya. I'm not talking about that.
Well, the real question is, Tori, what did you learn about her?
oh she
So,
oh
you go, you go, you go.
she is the prince of the city, and she is one of us. She is like me, Toreador. That's what we're called. And she is also might want of she might have use for us. And she agreed not to kill us unless we pledge fealty to her. And plus, her husband knows of the game, cause knows she's a kindred. Due that's what we're called. That's what she's called. Due to at a soiree, he at a small party she was hosting, he fed us a human arm.
It was unpleasant to look at, but at the same time, weirdly good.
You
Yeah,
ate it?
It was one of those situations where it was more than rude to refuse.
I just drank the blood,
All right.
but she knows what we are, and she gave us some hints on how we could feed. If you're like, for example, always I didn't know about this at first, but always lick the wound, lick the bite mark, 'cause that way the wounds will close.
I see. And I'm guessing that a bite mark is why that man is here then.
See, I'm not sure where this bite mark occurred, but it would appear that our presence here has been noticed, ours
Do
being the three of us.
So all
do
we
we think this man can kill Tori?
what?
I could answer that.
Perhaps you could, but maybe we should work through the problem first on our own. If he's not going to leave until he finds a vampire, better her than us. But
Tori,
she's
you said?
established. Likely has people protecting her if she lives forever.
What are you talking about?
Tori Evanescence.
The
Evans.
mayor's wife?
Yes.
She is the prince, and plus, she is the prince of the city. Plus, she Harley's there. She's always in San Francisco.
Yeah,
See,
wouldn't it be
she's
easier to just make your own vampire and pin it on him if you want to go that route? Dumbasses.
she's Senior Fields. She commands more than just her husband. She commands a small army, it would seem. We
Yeah,
were invited to a party, and there were several people of seemingly similar ability that were all under her control.
yeah,
Hmm.
but we
And did
can't.
she mention if there are more like us in the city?
Don't believe so. Not that she said that in order for one of us to be allowed in the city, they have to introduce themselves to her. So if there are others, only she would know.
Yeah. Plus, we can't make another without permission.
See,
So we can
it,
make another.
it
And that would
yes,
imply that it doesn't just require some fancy circle and candles, there's more to it.
we would have to. I believe she said, drain the person's blood and give them of our own in order to create a new kindred, is what we're called.
Yeah,
But
but
the
but we,
process would kill that person and
I
make
mean,
them.
kill in the sense they'll become what you are now. Be pedantic.
yeah,
I mean, they also might just die, to be fair.
yeah, but we also can't do it without permission. Otherwise, she might kill us.
It sounds like
Hmm.
she's going to make demand after demand after demand with the threat of killing us.
Yeah,
She could do
Isn't
it.
that just how government works?
See, I I am not one to simply obey the orders of someone just because they can kill us. But I am not going to simply make decisions without considering the ramifications. She threatened my children, and I have no way of preventing that. We don't have the means that she has. We have the silver, but we don't have nearly as much power that she commands.
I could have a small army here in a month with the money we're making.
She has a small army already.
Yes. And we have someone who supposedly specializes in killing us. We have a weapon that we could turn against them. Do they know about him yet? This hunter.
I would
Uh,
assume so, but I don't know.
I don't know, but we've already
Oh
informed.
wait, no, we talked to the mayor,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Oh yeah,
You
the
have
mayor
spoken
knows.
to him.
we
So the
spoke to the.
mayor, she effectively knows now.
And what did they say to do with him at the mayor's residence?
To let him be, let him stay until he is satisfied and leaves. Do not give him any sort of suspicion of who we are and what we are.
Yeah,
I
yeah, and
see.
I'm planning not to do that.
I am in agreement with this plan, if not only because we don't know enough. There's not enough of that power that we control, that we have the ability to, and frankly, if I'm to pick a side that would keep us safe, I'm leaning towards the one that already has the army.
What about the Kangs, though?
I don't know if the Kangs have any abilities.
I know the men they sent are gifted combatants. I'm going to regret this. Rat, would the hunter be able to kill Tori? And would we survive the transition to power when someone else arrives?
And what's it worth to ya?
You can bite me on the leg.
Drink as much as I want.
Small bite like previous.
Double. I think it's worth it.
Double. If you drink as much as you want, I'd die. I'm certain of that much. But
A
double is
double
fair.
just means to more than twice as much as you are offering. 2 damage.
Yes, you have a deal. I'll take the time to cuff up my pant leg, give him access to my calf.
I mean, do you think he waits that long? His teeth grow to the size of his head in a second. They chomp on you like a gator. It's horrible, it's painful, but it's all over very quick as he takes his blood.
Ah!
Yeah, if you sent him after Tori, he'd probably kill her.
And would we survive the backlash?
I think so. I mean, they're not going to pin it on you if the hunter finds her, as long as you're not completely stupid about it. I mean, she's a powerful woman in the town who's only seen at night for years. It's not that hard to make a connection. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna tell you exactly what, for that's the ladies want to offer a little top up as well. But that guy's
Um,
got some tricks that could really fuck any of you up.
oh no, I've already, you already stabbed me with one claw.
I've already made
Yeah.
my bargain with you. I don't intend to make another right now.
Oh, sure, you say that now.
Senor Fields, if I may, I think
He
Yes.
for
belches
now,
loudly, and then he leaves.
if I may, I don't think immediate action is necessary. We don't have to pit one power against another.
We
It may
will
be in
wait.
our best
See
interest
how.
to see how it plays out. Maybe he'll just leave.
Yeah, all we could do is just do nothing and just hopefully
He
he
he approached you, did he not, senorita?
no, he didn't approach me. He came to my establishment, and at first he went to your store, Isaiah, and spat out the nonsense that your people are easy to be hunted.
That's not surprising, actually. Some of those that try and get away are never sent back but never heard from again.
If you talk to your worker, she'll explain. She'll basically pitch the same thing that what she pitched me, that he's a monster hunter.
Monster Hunter. Did he specify K-Knights, vampires, or the like?
He
He
said
did use the word vampire, yes.
he did use the word vampire.
I wonder what he would think of werewolves.
I'd imagine any creature that is not of God's doing would be subject to the same scrutiny.
I want
He's
to
frightened.
find out how. You said he's part of a group or claimed to be. We need to find out how they communicate.
Yeah. And right now he's staying at my gentleman's gallery.
Would you be able to perhaps have someone surveil him?
I've asked I asked Smoking Fox to keep an eye on him, but to be careful, not to only eavesdrop on him when she's delivering food or towels, room service stuff.
I see.
I
I
don't want I don't want her to be hurt.
Understood. I
Hmm.
have some ideas, but we'll need to watch things for now. I'll prepare a letter, and if worst comes to worst, we deliver it to him secretly. Have it waiting in his room, maybe.
The prince first told us that we should keep the existence of us a secret.
And
Something
that
called.
person already knows. By no fault of our own, but if I remember right, wasn't the first thing the prince said to you that they had the right to kill you? To kill us?
Yes, but only if we.
See, if we break the law, or we,
I do believe the law implies that someone needed permission to make us. And I doubt Burris or whoever it was with him had permission. We
so what are you
exist as a
trying to say?
broken law, meaning we will be little more than slaves to her. Whatever she wants us to do, we will have no choice but to do.
I understand that that is obviously not an ideal for anyone, especially for you. But what would you
Uh,
have us do? Because I am not about to put my
I
children in danger over this.
I doubt this secretive group of vampires has records on every one created and destroyed. Tori disappeared, and we were just already in the city, living and established at the time when someone new came to fill the position. They'd have no way of knowing
No way of knowing that we were created, or
that we're the equivalent of their bastard children.
so. Again, I am curious as to what you're trying to say. That we
We tip off the hunter to Tori, give it a little while, let the person settle in, get our resources together, and we let him kill her. He gets
what
what
if
he
she?
wants.
How do we keep her from dragging us down with her? She knows everyone in this city. It would seem.
It's possible, but more likely than
Highly
not, that
possible
man.
he could compel the truth out of her with his magical powers.
This is true. I have no idea
For all
what
you
this might
fucking
be.
know.
Or one of the things that I have seen, and this is just out of my own understanding, is she can compel others to do her bidding. What is stopping her from, if we say abandon her in this time, what if she sends somebody to get their revenge against us?
What we could
Or what
do.
if someone comes in and replaces her that's even worse?
The difference is that person wouldn't know that we aren't normal, that we aren't approved.
Well, if she is, as she says, she is a prince and she has powers and connections to this wider organization, I'd imagine, and I don't know this, but I would imagine she would keep a record. People who stay in power like to make sure that power stays where they are. I knew of a man back home that liked to liked to keep things close to the chest. And whenever someone threatened that power, made sure that there was always a backup. Many of my friends died that way.
If I were this man, this hunter, I would burn down Tori's home while she is inside it during the day when she cannot protect herself and she can't bargain.
This is true, but again, she's been here longer and knows the abilities longer than we have. I can't imagine she would leave herself vulnerable. We only knew about this weakness after, say, a week. We didn't
Yeah,
even know that we had that the sun would hurt us this way,
yeah, yeah. And for some reason, we always have to sleep during the day.
and we didn't know that it would. I mean, I guess we sort of knew, but it wasn't clear to us. I just this is something I feel that we shouldn't run away, but we should tread carefully.
Mm-hmm.
There's something about this situation where if we are to maintain our survival, and that is the primary objective, is to
Yeah,
survive.
yeah.
Before we can get on our own feet, we have to know how to crawl.
Mm-hmm. As she said, she called us. fledglings. So we're
See, fledglings, like a
yes,
bird
yes, we're
fallen out
basic.
of the nest.
Yes, we're
Hmm.
basically rookies.
Hijos, children.
Yes, I'm thinking. I do think we need to keep the option of tipping off this hunter, but we shouldn't rush to it. If
Also, sorry, is the rat still here?
Nah, he wandered off.
Okay, I just wanted to make, or I mean, we don't see him. I just if it was apparent that he was
Ra-
listening to our conversation
Ratiu believes that this hunter could kill Tori, I'm obliged to trust him, and he
because he
believes we
has
would
never led
most
us astray
because he's the devil we know, and the devil is known to keep its deals.
for his
In the worst
benefit.
way. Yes. And he believes we would most likely survive the fallout of them dying. When the new prince arrives, we greet them, but we don't need to rush to this. If this hunter could kill her, and then maybe we somehow manage to capture him and learn these things from him,
Perhaps.
but he likely has, based off what Ratu has said, ways of harming us. He may not even need a weapon.
See, this is all. This is so much.
If
I
you
still
wanted to,
have to.
if you,
Sorry.
Elena, wanted to trade for knowing what kind of abilities he had, you could. I can't give any more. And
I
Yolanda is already given some tonight.
I
I am
didn't
not
show.
making another deal with that rat. I think. I think, and this is just a thought. You know how there's that woman that follows us? What if we could have, I don't know, this sounds crazy, but what if we could have someone follow him the same way that woman follows us?
It's possible, I think. That woman has a master, though. Likely another of us, but different. Maybe even the original tenant for here. If Burris was slain, there's no way of saying for certain his cabal is gone entirely.
Hmm, maybe there's a way. There must be a reason that we can see spirits. If not just to have them follow us, maybe we
Uh,
can
you can see spirits. I can't.
see. My apologies.
The books in Latin, I know you've only flipped through them. I don't suppose you've noticed anything strange, something that might talk about spirits.
I have not, but I think that it may be something worth looking into.
I can't read Latin, but if you writ down a list of words, I could look for them. Things that could be relevant. Help you at
I
least find the sections you would need.
see. I could do this. Okay. Um, I will look through the journals and perhaps there's a it maybe your wolf friend or someone knows of these uh rituals. I don't know, but I will look
He
in.
will
I will.
return for the children eventually. We can ask him then. In the meantime, Yolanda, have your workers keep an eye on everyone that comes to stay there. Give you little tips about all of them so it doesn't come back that you're only interested in him.
All right, I'll do that when we head back. When I head back to the city, and I don't think I'm gonna stay in there. I still have
You don't want
my.
to stay in the same building as a vampire hunter?
If you stay at your home, you should still swing by first thing every evening.
I know,
Be seen, make sure it's known you're counting the till or whatever other tasks.
I know, I know. Don't worry. I'm gonna still be seen and manage the place. Go there once every night. Make myself known as the owner. Is that I don't feel comfortable staying in a place with a hunter.
Well, if you instantly disappeared after he has moved in, wouldn't that cause suspicion? The first day he could have assumed that you were down checking stock or something.
All right, point. I'll stay. And I'll stay and
You
keep
don't have
staying.
to stay there when you rest, but go there, collect receipts or the like, go down, count the money, then come out and leave. It'll
Yeah,
just look as if you're getting that work done later because you're a late sleeper. It's not
yeah,
uncommon.
yeah. That's what I'll do.
burn the midnight oil, as they say.
Hmm?
Yes.
What'd
Uh,
you say?
burn the midnight oil. You work the night. I I am a night nurse at our clinic.
Yeah.
I only I only work during the night, so it's not unheard of. Just rare, I suppose.
Mm.
If
With
you'll be
that, is
the
it safe to say you spend most of the rest of this night reading your journals? Just so I have a point, can prepare for that.
Mm.
yes,
Will you be heading back to the city with us, or are you just gonna stay here for the time?
I think it would be safer for Elena and I if we were out of the city. We'll have quite a bit of funds shortly, and then we'll likely go on a spree.
All right, then I'll
I'll give
head back.
you a letter. Why don't you come fetch us once the Kangs are ready with the first payments? And we'll send you with another shipment.
You know where you can send the letter, right?
I more thought you could hand deliver it so they know that you'll be collecting the payment for me.
All right. I'll come by every night after making my rounds in the gala and make it look like I have to deliver a letter to you.
You don't need to rush back, but once payment's ready, we'll need the funds so we can improve things here further, get some more defenses. A couple 6-pounders up on the walls should scare away anything.
Of course.
Right. Well, you continue reading Isaiah Fields about the third book is about the Continental Congress and one of the nobodies that no one remembers who was a part of putting it together. It's not until like 2/3 of the way through this book because it's a diary, but yeah, that seems to be what sticks out about it most to you. Some guy's life story around that time period. Elena, meanwhile, as you read, perhaps even right across from him, you read about how in 380 odd AD, when Rome was converting to Christianity, how the wise elders successfully managed to orchestrate a huge takeover of the Christian religion and ultimately the Catholic Church, turning it into an instrument of their dark evil deeds.
What?
Yeah, the Cainites, or at least in the time period this was written from, like, somewhere 300 to 800 AD, looks like was taken over and, for the most part, controlled by Kindred. Like, a lot of the popes were ghouls. There was a lot of, high-ranking clergy answering to them.
Pope Leopold the 13th, he was a vampire, blah blah blah.
Holy. I think Elena's gonna have an existential crisis a little bit.
You
She's
especially see
got
a lot of passages about how they're excited. This is a great religion. It teaches, meek, pacifism, tyranny's okay, life doesn't matter. This world doesn't matter.
Elena, what's the matter? What does it say?
it. It says the church apparently has been for a long time under the control of Cainites, kindred.
Does it say they always were like that, or that they inserted themselves?
Uh, at least based on this, it was in the beginning, its own faith, its own religion, and then uh, some hundreds of years later, the kindred found that the church was growing and decided to make it their own in Rome.
Then don't
It would,
panic. I can see it in your eyes.
it's not a panic. It's
There is good news as well, I should throw in with just half full this. It does also mention the unique challenges of a significantly higher number than these people have something called true faith. They seem to be immune to vampiric powers. They seem to be able to frighten us as fire does and stuff like that. So it does appear that religious or faith has some sort of power over undead that is documented by undead as well.
there's well, it's hard to explain. For the most part, anyone, any individual with a strong faith, a strong power, would be able to it frighten or affect us the way that fire does. I, I see notes talking about how they had rejoiced when they began to control the clergy, but were concerned about those who could not be overcome by their powers. So it would seem that, at least from the perspective of the church, you are like any government, subject to corruption, except for those who are unwavering in their faith and
So you
on the
should
right path.
ignore you should ignore
I
the papacy then.
I I don't know. I, in my life, I have seen good and bad, and the thing that always stands out to me is the devil will always come to you, bowing his head and shaking his hand, and it's up to you whether or not you shake it back.
I've never
There
been
is
much for
no.
religion, but I know how important it is to people. And I can see you're shaking. Take solace
It
in
is
your book, not in the priests.
Senor Fields. I don't believe you understand. It's about trust. It's about being able to rely on something that you know with your heart. And when trust is shaken, when trust is taken away from you, it's hard to process. It is like it is like being in love and finding out the love is not real. I will be okay, but I have a lot to think about. I am happy to know that there are people out in the world that are not just pawns of creatures such as ourselves, but ascribe to a power higher than them to do good. And that is something that I want to do as well. I want to do good in this world. There's too much evil and hatred and killing and bloodshed when there is no need to be. But I will be okay. I appreciate your concern. Thank you. Alina's just gonna make some notes on like true faith, and it doesn't give any specifics about like individuals. I assume like oh, this particular guy was a Canite. I'm assuming it just sort of
The
says like
most annoying thing that seems to be mentioned more than once is the ability to be completely immune to reliable hypnotic powers or other such abilities.
okay, so basically, and
Like
there's
you'll try to use dominate on a priest and just randomly, oh fuck, that priest is immune to dominate. That priest is one of the good ones.
oh, so they okay, so like they can't they don't say they figured it out like who specifically has it. They just keep trying, and they just like oh randomly one guy will just not be susceptible. Okay. Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah. Well, she's just gonna make notes about like the true faith thing, and then, yeah, just making notes on the past, because what 380 you said, yeah.
Yeah, that was roughly when Rome converted to Christianity, when the Constantinople shit happened.
Okay. All right. Um, yeah, she'll just jot that down in her own journal.
In any case, if that's it, we could advance to March 2nd, and you could all make another rouse check if you'd like. 7 p.m.
See you hitting the rouse button. Ugh, I need to feed.
So, looks like at least two of you are a little hungry. You come up at 7 p.m. the next day. You now have 125,000 odd silver worth of ore, ready to go down to a place near Sonoma, in any case.
Senor Fields, may I ask a question?
Yes, Elena, what can I do for you?
Um, how have you been taking care of your needs while out here?
There's a man who didn't ask questions for one evening. But other than that, I've mostly been going out hunting rats and squirrels.
May I join you for a hunt? I am feeling a little peckish.
You may, but I'll warn you, they taste god awful.
Anything is better than.
Do you have anything in survival or other relevant skill, uh,
Apart
Elena?
from being able to see in the dark and stealth, I do not. Oh, I have a dot in survival.
Okay, because you only need at least one dot in the skill to be able to let it aid in the mechanical sense. So Isaiah will get +1 dice, and yeah, he can have another +1 because you have night vision when you go out hunting.
That's a lot of dice all of a sudden.
But this does take at least an hour.
That's fine.
Let me do a quick round to make sure things are well. I don't
Of
believe
course.
Yolanda. I believe Yolanda is about to leave. I assume she stayed the evening.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, kind of had to with the time. So Yolanda's going down by herself then?
Mm-hmm.
Yolanda, could we send you with one of the wagons filled with silver for the Kangs?
Yeah. I will take it to your store.
No,
Or
to the Kang's residence on the western side of town. And I
yeah.
will hand her a letter of introduction, just saying, this is Yolanda. She will be acting for me in the city on occasion.
Sure.
Yeah.
And they've met her, so it should be fine. But yeah, you write down a few key things in Chinese just in case there's any confusion. Yolanda's out with there, and you guys are out hunting.
I found it best, Elena, to go to the eastern side here.
All right, I follow your lead.
Yeah.
Uh, well, after we talk to Yolanda, I just like check on the kids, make sure they've eaten, have dinner, all that. Is there anybody, by the way, that is like the kids that are recovering? Anybody that's not doing well? Just want to make sure.
The kids?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like it'd be composure. I think composure covers awareness in at least social settings.
So awareness, composure, 3 successes.
You were how hungry
Three.
and you went to see the kids?
Jesus. Yeah, 3 successes does it, thankfully. Did you remember to add your +2 for being non threatening or whatever that advantage is called?
I did not. Roll 2d10.
So that's 1 extra success on top, but 10s no matter. With 4 successes, no, everyone seems like they're doing relatively well. I mean, as well as can be expected. River Rat's maybe showing off more with his gun than he should, but some of the kids all the kids know it's unloaded, and some of that might have even spread that around, which makes a few of the kids nervous, but overall everyone's sort of getting confidence and getting comfortable.
Oh, that
All
reminds
right.
me, I got something for the boy.
And if you bring the varmint rifle over, we'll say that what was it, Kevin? High name's the guy that you put in charge of babysitting. It's like, yeah, why don't I just hang on to that and I can let the kids take turns with it, huh?
They're about the age where they should be learning how to use something like this, especially River Rat. It'll make him feel safer, and this couldn't do more than take out an eye, really. Might get a squirrel or two.
Yeah, I ain't above squirrel soup.
It's not him I'm concerned about, it is the others.
Oh yeah, I mean, not all of them are old enough.
No one
Children.
under the age of 10 should touch the thing. If they can't fall
Children.
that much, they won't get any ammo for it. Then it'll be the same as
No.
that revolver.
Yes, no ammunition. Keep it all.
Yeah, I'll always hold the
no
ammo. I
clue.
think we can all agree on that.
And sir, you're doing wonderfully, thank you. I know this isn't the work you signed up for, but it's probably
It's a whole
better on the
fucking
back.
lot easier. I ain't complaining.
Just making this guy the adopted father of all these children.
Yeah, he's kind of like one of those. What would the fucking stepdad in Will Fresh Prince of Bel Air's name? That's kind of what I picture this guy as. A little heavier and chubbier with bald head. but a
Oh,
beard.
the uncle, the bald
Yeah.
guy.
I'm picturing
Okay.
something sort of like that.
Oh, Uncle Phil. Yeah, yeah. I like that. I like that a lot, actually.
I'm definitely
okay.
going to pilfer a flask for him, because I assume among the rations there's at least some amount of beer. Like, you've earned this.
Yeah, no, I mean, the water's not always safe to stay. There's enough beer to feed everyone who wants it.
Yay.
But yeah, you could also just dip into the whiskey if you.
You've earned this. Have a little before you rest.
He goes ahead and pours it without touching his lips and says thanks, swallows it soundly with a only short cough, raspy as it is.
All right. Shall we?
Eventually, maybe we'll have a few more houses around the outside of the wall, too. Give them more
Perhaps.
room.
Sure, you could. But how'd that hunt go? Did you all roll for that yet?
I don't.
Nope, I was waiting. Here,
Um,
submit.
Oh yeah.
3
do-
successes. I'll use a willpower to reroll. See if we can't get something a little bigger.
That was with my dice as well.
Yes.
Okay.
4 successes.
With 4 successes, you can find enough to slake 3 hunger, which I'll say is you find
A bigger
some
goat.
sort of big cat with its cubs.
Oh,
You can drink the cubs for 1 hunger, and you can drink the cat for 2, and it all tastes awful.
Elena.
I see what you mean about it tastes awful. It's like rotten meat. Ugh.
You take the bigger one. You need it more. I'll just take the
You're
cup.
more used to biting little hand-sized ones, yeah.
Just let me know when you're all ready.
I figured you'd
think
be going
Elena's-
down while we were hunting.
Yeah, Elena's gonna stay at the camp and like make sure the kids are all set up properly. And then tomorrow she's gonna go back to the clinic and work some.
Oh,
Come on, none of these kids speak Spanish or English. Your son complains.
Well, hijo, sounds like it's time to make new friends and learn a new language, no?
I already did that with English. I have to do that with every language.
One. And Elena takes a knee. You're going to grow up to be a strong and brave man, and you're going to know how to make friends no matter where you go. But in order to do that, you have to know how to make friends without knowing how to speak their language.
Okay.
You could make a lot of money if you learn a few more languages.
See, my mom
How many languages
learned
do
how
you
to speak
speak?
Latin and English all on her own, without a friend. I know you can do it. You're a smart boy.
I
Try.
only know two, but I could always teach you a bit of Chinese if you'd like.
Chinese is the hard one. That's what they all say, right? They use a weird 100 letter alphabet or something.
About 10,000 subtly different pictures of sheds. I only know a few, but speaking it's easier.
And he wanders off that way that 5-year-olds do, without regard for you at all, or the conversation, seemingly.
He'll come around, I'm sure. But
It's good to
yes,
learn
I
when they're young, I've seen.
see. I think in this environment, at least, they'll have more exposure to people and perhaps be able to learn a few skills before going to school. I don't have enough to saved up to put them through any kind of any kind of education right now.
Well, perhaps they could apprentice with the doctor. It'd be good work.
Always a shortage of doctors in the world.
In time, of course. He'll need to learn to read and write well. His maths. I can help some here and there, but I wouldn't want him up all evening. You. Do you think you would turn them into us?
I don't know. I would hope not.
You will outlive them if you don't.
I want them to live the life that they were meant to live. They are not meant to live their mamas. I was a nurse during a war. I want them to be their own people in their own lives. It would break my heart to see them go, but that is how a parent should be, no?
Maybe.
They're still young, and I am still young. I do not know the future, but I do know that right now they deserve to be children, deserve to grow up and be their own person.
You say it well.
I would hope so. It is what my husband would have wanted. Anyway, I think for now, um, one of the things that we need to have is a means of keeping these people healthy and out of trouble. I know we
We
have been
need a
ordering
barber.
supplies. See, we need someone here. I cannot be in two places at once. I cannot care for these children and make sure that the staff are cared for and be at the clinic and be able to take care of my needs there. Senior Fields, a question. When you were
Yes?
traveling and setting up your general store, you did not run into any sort of traveling a doctor or anyone offering such aid. I only knew of medics that were in the war, but they only knew how to amputate and help a soldier through their pain.
There's been a few people that have moved through the town over the years. I can't think of any doctors respectable enough that didn't have a place of their own.
Perhaps we can find someone that is not quite a doctor yet, but perhaps is trying to make their start.
Where did your
I'm sure
doctor
we
go to school? He may be able to send a letter letting them know there's a position available for a newly graduated.
that is a good idea. I will go see him tomorrow. I think I think that would be a good idea. In the meantime, may I borrow some of your workers to um set up we'll begin setting up a uh I don't know what the word would have been at the time. I'm assuming it would be a not a clinic, God. But like essentially a sick bed, sick area where like hey, if you're not feeling well and you might have like tuberculosis or other
A
infectious
nurse's office or
disease.
something to that effect.
Yeah,
You
like here you can be in
essentially want an.
isolation. Yeah, there's like a few bunks or right now I'd imagine hospice. Yeah, hospice could be it. Just like a spot away from the camp that's only used for medical aid.
I don't believe anyone is too sick, and if something were to happen, we could set up a tent and have a barn raise and then have something by the next day.
See, I just I would like to kind of begin that process. Put up a shelter. It doesn't have to be anything special. Just something to protect from the sun and the wind and rain. Um,
Well, I'd prefer if eventually, if we had a doctor's office or the like. It was one of those bunkhouses got converted. I'd want it behind the walls. That's valuable. Valuable enough to keep safe.
True, I agree. Um, but for now, seeing as the houses are all in their own, or the houses are being used for the workers, um, would it be possible to have a separate tent erected?
We have tents. One can be used if needed.
All right,
The men brought enough tents for themselves, and now that we have the cabins, they don't need them.
all right. Then we shall do that then. I will work with those men and at least keep a spot open for that and make sure that everyone is healthy at least. I don't imagine being in the mines is good for one's constitution.
It's best that they at least rest out of the mine. But
Hmm?
you're right, miners tend to get sick. Luckily, it isn't coal, that's the worst.
See, if you have anyone that needs a look over, let me know. Yeah, so Elena is going to spend majority of the night taking stock of all the medical supplies, kind of getting it organized, and then she's gonna start drafting orders for like actual like, hey, we need to have a like not a clean room, but like clean sheets, clean bed rolls and stuff like that. Some medical supplies, like stuff that a doctor would use, like suture and all that.
Yeah, I mean, you just travel supplies in general. Probably have the equivalent of a first aid kit. You have medical training.
Yeah.
I
Well, I
always
wanna
figured.
I wanna get some stuff that like because if we try to get a doctor, like, hey, here's all the things that you would need, or a majority of it at least. Like, you don't have to like pay for it yourself. You can just show up and we'll have it ready for
Sure.
you.
Get a little bit of an office set up as a way to try to incentivize someone. Sure.
Yeah, yeah. Kind of drawing up plans for different spaces, and then like surveying the cabins for like, hey, what would actually be good, and then
Hmm.
is there like a foreman that you consult with, um, Isaiah?
There's a few men that can at least read. I can point you out who you should speak to.
Okay, yeah, I wanna start putting those kind of like things like this, like, hey, just like you know that like we want to try to do this, but not like right now. Can you, as you're working, have that in the back of your head? If you have any ideas and spaces, just let us know.
Maybe we set some men to lumbering and the like in the area. There's plenty of trees.
Yeah, because I wanna I like this idea of like getting a doctor on staff or some kind of barber on staff. I'll work with the doctor themselves, Dr. Martinez, that is, to see if we can get somebody out here. But I want to, okay, maybe we can make it like a branch or something of the actual clinic. But I want to set it up where the doctor can make money through this, like at least as a separate branch. But we have continuous medical staffing here.
Sure. You probably just work out that you'll buy the medicine and crap through his connections, and he'll take a small, profit for his trouble. And you'll have
Yeah,
everything you need to get a doctor running here in this office up here. That'd work for
yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah. I'll put all that together and then have that ready for the next night.
Yeah, I'd say between the hunting, you can at least get the structures and such done. But we'll jump over to Yolanda there. You make your way over to the Kang Estates, probably get there around 2, 3 a.m. And there are people there to greet you. In fact, a great number of people who look over the. Well, I mean, in the dark, they just look like rocks, let's be honest. But they look at it as professionals as they quickly get to work thinking up various heating machines and refining doodads, whatever the technology of the day was. And
Yeah.
no one seems to be talking to you, but, they can't talk to you for the most part.
I gave me a letter, right?
You hand it to one of them.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Uh, them eventually passes it to another, and there's a little back and forth between five odd ones, and then one comes up and speaks in English. What's need? Should be sold by the 7th, this weekend.
All right. Look, I'm just the messenger to the person who spoke English.
He seems to be concentrating hard on your words. Eventually, he just turns around, and there's some rambling amongst themselves. They leave. Someone says, "Wait." And after Probably not more than 15 minutes at most. Tired looking man does come out, older, maybe 40, going on 50. He says, yes, Yolanda, we're here for the silver. We'll have it sold we have a buyer coming in this weekend. It will be sold then. By the amounts we see here, we estimate $150,000. Of course, we'll take our cut of half, and you will have $75,000 cash on that time to take to the bank or your little outpost or wherever your heart's desires.
All right. Thank you.
Is that all? You were lingering. They thought you might need something, or
No, I just
in
wanted
any
to
case,
say,
you at least need your wagons back up for the next shipment or in town, I imagine. We'd prefer you not loiter on our land.
all right, I will go. And she will go.
Work, you can just see the orange glow in the background as you go home. There is this whole industry working a double shift tonight, it seems like, to get that silver sold. But you still have almost the entire night. It's 2 a.m. odd when you get back into town, park your carriage. The one you keep, or ones you keep.
Yeah. And she'll go to the gentleman's galley to do her acting nonchalant and doing her duty as manager, collecting, checking the bills and everything. But she will ask her employee, one of her employees, her smoking fox, to come here.
Someone gets her for you. She comes back in. Oh, still in the city. Hey, Yolanda. Yes. Sorry. Do you need something?
Yeah. Tell the employees to keep an eye on our top-headed guest.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah, tell them to keep an eye on that guy.
I mean, the kids could probably trail him. He seems harmless enough. A little crazy. He'll keep their distance, though. I'm sure it'll be fine.
All right. Did you learn anything while doing some room service with him? Room service with that guy?
Yeah, I should let her roll something for that. What? Sounds like subterfuge plus wits or something. Maybe resolve. What's better? Resolve, so we'll let her use that. It's 2 dots in subterfuge, 3 in resolve, it looks like. So I'll just roll 5d10. I can do that for you, I guess. So that's 3 successes. He did seem to strangely be talking into someone when there was no one in the room with him. Briefly. I mean, maybe he was just talking to himself, but I don't know. It sounded like half a conversation. Maybe he's just crazy.
What did he say?
Oh, I couldn't make out the words. It was through the door, and he was whispering.
All right.
Just the noises and the pauses.
All right. Well, tell the employees to keep an eye on him, but do it
He
carefully.
tips well at the bar, and he's been here for some time today.
Just tell the employees to keep an eye on him. Tell the children to watch him, but be careful. Don't attract too much attention to yourselves.
Of course. So maybe not send the kids then.
Well, except if they need to follow him. Okay?
They can probably just spread some nonsense that they want to see him fight the monster. That's believable enough to an adult like him.
Yeah. So make him do that. All right, I'm
He-
gonna. Hmm?
It's nothing. It's nothing. He's actually already talked to the kids once or twice. He let his little secret slip to them, believe it or not.
Yeah, just don't underestimate him. He might be dangerous.
Crazy people can always be dangerous. I have my own.
Just pass on my message to the employees. I'm gonna finish checking the books and everything before I head back to my home.
I mean, I could do that for you if you'd rather, but far be it for me to tell you what to do.
I still need to maintain the illusion. You can do that. Just let me come in and out so that nothing's out of suspicious with me.
All right. I mean, you might as well read a book you enjoy or something then. It's not like since when are you shy about me managing your property for you?
All right. Thanks, Fox. And Yolanda will just do managing things, draw not attention to herself before heading back to her haven and and stay there.
So you're just going to spend the night relaxing more or less. You go back to after checking in on the bar and
Yeah.
making the delivery. Isaiah, is there anything else you wanted to do before the night of March 2nd is over?
I think if Mortimer, or not Mortimer, Dwight, the one that didn't get hurt, is up early, I should talk to them at some point.
Yeah, you can probably catch them.
Dwight, are you busy?
You're the boss, you tell me.
It's not about the mines, it's about the other things.
Right, the zombie shit. What, we
I
heard
have
back from the guy who made them? More of the weirdos with versus crew?
I have Elena going through some books that are in Latin. Luckily, she paid attention at the cathedral. Do you know anyone that speaks other languages, though? I think there's Arabic and a few others I don't know.
Uh, can't say that I know anyone who speaks Arabic. I
Darn.
mean, maybe, he wouldn't have any fucking idea where to look.
Probably have someone found in San Francisco. It's a matter of getting them.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a day and a half ride maybe to San Francisco, so you could always go down there, get it sorted.
I'd probably send someone. I don't want to leave the mine unattended. But
Yeah,
once we
send someone
start
with $100
learning,
in his pocket, and if he doesn't run off on you, he could probably come back with any language speaker you want. He goes to San Francisco. That's a real fucking city.
more, though, would you like to help with the studying? I know
Uh,
Mortimer was more interested in it.
I can't read or write there, Mr. Isaiah.
Oh, shame. Next time I go down to the city, I need to check in on Mortimer. He's getting a fat bonus for getting hurt.
Well, I would hope so. That looked like a nasty wound on his neck. Poor
He's getting
bastard.
a.
So he's doing well down there, though. You've been into the city.
I know the doctor is very gifted.
Uh, so
I should
wait,
go.
that sounds like a dodge in the question. Is he okay? Is he getting better? What?
I don't know exactly how he's doing. I've not been down since he was taken. I'll be down in a day or two to see him. Once we get paid, for the silver, I want to bring him his share.
I mean, he fucking walked out. I figured he'd be fine once he got healed up.
It's a nasty injury, and I don't want him making it worse. He needs his rest.
But
He's fortunate it seems like nothing too important was harmed. Nasty scar, though.
yeah, ladies love him, right? That's what they say.
Perhaps. Sorry for wasting your time.
I'll get back to whatever the hell I was doing, finishing my smoke break and then going to go mine more. The Chinese say it's gonna hurt our breathing ability if we smoke inside where we work.
I know how bad the dust can be in other kinds of mines. Can't imagine adding smoke to it can be much better.
It smells bad, but also then you can smoke. But yeah, whatever. We'll do what they say. Things are going well enough.
They do know what they're talking about. They've got a lot of practice with those copper mines.
Fucking whatever the hell his name is, the one with the goatees. Looks like he's damn near 100. He's old.
And does he do any of the mining work or show you how to do it?
Yes. That's fucking crazy bad. He works just like the others. It's just like so goddamn old looking.
Maybe I should talk to him, see if he's got any secrets to his vigor. Probably
I
the
mean,
tea.
yeah, I think he said, or he doesn't speak Mandarin. Yeah, no, it's probably the tea.
I'll talk to him tomorrow.
And with that, we could, if there's nothing else you want to do, or anyone else objects, we could advance to March 3rd. As you all rouse once again.
Boop.
2 of you at the mine, 1 of you down in the city.
I'm good.
Oh, we all got it this time.
Hell yeah.
But I gotta do this. Only
trying to
got
heal
one
here.
hunger, and I healed. Let's go.
Let's go.
I need to heal this hack as well. So.
Yikes.
My stigmata activates.
Oh, you're stigmatic.
Wanda is very hungry after their damage.
Question. I don't know
Yeah,
exactly
speaking of
how
food,
long it's been since I fed from my herd, but would I be able to do that again, or do I still need to wait
it
longer?
hasn't been a week just yet.
Hasn't been
Can
a
I
week.
feed-
Okay.
Can I feed from my herd or not yet?
I don't think you can either. You both fed first on the same day. You only have 2 dots.
Yeah.
Supposed
Gotcha.
to like 2 hunger per week from them.
Yeah, so Yolanda's gonna go feed, but but she'll have to wear a cloak now, or bandage her. She's gonna have to bandage herself.
And there's much higher stakes for a complete failure or brutal critical now, which you might imagine.
All right, so hunger. So predator roll.
Yep.
Now activate all.
As you go and try to convince someone to follow you down a dark alley without, or however it is you actually go about it. Invite them to a hotel room, something like that.
Mm-hmm. 6 successes, and it's not a messy crit.
Oh.
Ooh.
6 successes. Yeah, you know what? You fully get 2 guys to come up to your room with you, and you manage to get them both in a messed up enough state that you can take a feeding off them, and they just assume it's booze and or some other effect they're under.
Yeah. So snap back to 1, and I'm good. And they'll think I had a uh I'm not even gonna
Guys
say.
going to wake up feeling incredibly drained, but you know, with 2 bed partners, that's to be expected.
Yeah.
Someone had a great night.
No, they're
But
gonna wake up. She's not gonna be there, and they're just gonna look at each other awkwardly.
yeah, they're gonna have an awkward night, and they'll probably like, I'll pretend this never happened. But she will still, Yolanda will maintain their appearance. Go to. Am I supposed to go to
The
the?
galley.
Yeah, go to the galley, check the books, and be an owner.
Yeah, you don't see the guy. I mean, just a few drunks, or you know, people who wanted a quieter drink than most of these places offer. Well, there is a surprising demand for you know refried beans and other high such Mexican foods at midnight to 5 a.m. that you never knew about. You know.
And this, kids, is how Taco Bell started.
She'll go to the chef. She'll talk to the chef.
I mean, there's a number of them, but yeah, you can head back into the kitchen where you find 4 odd of the women from the caravan working various skillets.
Just out of curiosity, what kind of food do you make? I know it's Mexican. I'm
We
Spanish.
mostly sell burritos and quesadillas. Simple food, simpler options.
Why not sell out of character soft tacos real back then or no?
Yeah, tacos are an easy enough thing. It's basically just a sandwich. Yes, we could do tacos too.
Yeah, do both hard and soft.
Hard would be harder. We would need a better oven, I think.
Well, focus on soft tacos for now.
Business is doing well. I think we're even in the green, as your caretaker said, if only barely.
Anything else you need from me?
Things seem to be going well enough here. I wouldn't mind if. Oh, Dios. What am I even saying? I don't even know what to think about that monster hunter. I want to tell my kids stay away from that man, but I saw what I saw in that mine. The thing he's looking for, it's real. Who's to say it's not? Maybe they are saved by him.
It's not real. It's just sometimes being captured can mess up your mind.
Go ahead and give me manipulation, subterfuge, manipulation, intimidation, something like that. To try to gaslight this woman into not believing what she saw very clearly with her own eyes.
Oh, activate all. As we're all
Sure.
in the kitchen together. You know what I mean. Just being so manipulation subterfuge.
I would say so. Unless you have a better idea.
Can I use charisma instead? Like reassurance. Not trying to seduce.
Yeah, okay. I'll give you charisma in this case.
Yeah, I'm not seducing. Just, just being caring and
Sounding like you're on their side while you tell them this little lie.
yeah. I'll spend a willpower. It's been a while since I used that.
Yeah, 3 was not going to quite do it.
I'm gonna spend a willpower.
Mm-hmm.
4.
Or just barely does it. And they don't look entirely convinced, but they say, yeah, perhaps it was. Perhaps mass psychosis or whatever they say, or a demon, a one-off thing, something that we're never going to see something like that again. Oof. Perhaps that mine was cursed.
Trust me, you're not. And she does deactivate, turn off or all. Trust me, you're not. It's just, if there's one thing I know, some stories are best. Stories are just made up to scare children. Well, some horror stories.
Surely.
All right, I'll let you get back to work. But if that so-called monster hunter starts bragging, just let me know. I'm sure Fox told you the order.
Fox had us order something for you. I wouldn't know about that, miss.
Just keep an eye on him if he starts bragging about that topic again.
Yes, I myself always by the door listening when he's in here, or longer than I should. Has a suspicious air about him, but I don't know. He hasn't hurt anyone yet. He dips
All right,
well.
but just keep an eye on him. That's all I ask.
Right, of course.
All right, I should get going. I have some managing duties to attend to, but also add soft tacos to the menu, and maybe you can probably add a dessert.
We could probably do churros if you can find us cinnamon and sugar.
All right, I'll see what I can do. And
Prevalent or
she'll.
hard those spices are to get in this time period / geographical area. But I
Oh,
will know by next session.
yeah. Oh, I thought I thought they were common. I forget.
I would think so too. That's why I was thinking that.
I would guess sugar. I don't know about cinnamon yet. That might still
Sure,
be
they'll
a
find something.
luxury.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But
Like I said, I'll
flan,
figure it out.
Actually, wait, cinnamon
Uh,
only comes from like India at this point, like real cinnamon.
hmm.
yeah, it's Southeast Asia.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah,
Either
it's
which
gonna
way,
be
it
Part.
global trade.
it's from far away.
All right, but
Wait, we have
but
connections with people with connections over in Asia.
yeah, but
Ooh, oh.
We'll call it there. Thanks for playing all in.